I was watching Creed this weekend, and I've seen it like 3 or 4 times. I'm just an absolute Rocky fanatic, okay? I love this series of movies. Even the movies that people didn't really like that much, I loved. Like, this is how much I love the series. And I thought Creed was one of the best films in the franchise. It was incredible, incredible movie. And watching it this weekend, I started getting these ideas of where they're going to go with it. Where are they going to go with it? What are they going to do in Creed 2, right? We already know that Adonis Creed is going to be fighting Ivan Drago's son, or at least that's what has been spilled by Sylvester Stallone and others involved with the movie, that is what they're doing, right? So we know that plot, and as I was watching Creed, I started thinking, like, I just started seeing these patterns, right, of nostalgia, okay? And the first 3 times I watched it, I didn't realize just how many callbacks there was to the earlier Rocky films. And it just really hit me that, like, every single scene was some sort of throwback. But it was not in the super obvious way, and it wasn't like doing it lightly or making a joke, some sort of callback like that. It was just the feel of the movie, the feel of the interactions between people, and how Adonis' relationship with his girlfriend in the film was very much like, it was different because it was New Age, and it had a kind of a different culture, right? A different cultural background to it, so it made it feel different. However, the fact that the girl's losing her hearing and like Adrian was kind of held back by something as well, and it was like she was super shy and very socially awkward. Now this girl doesn't have those problems, but she does have this. She's losing her hearing, and it's something that she really is battling, right? She's a musician that's losing her hearing, and just the fact that, just kind of how awkward Adonis was when he met her, just like, there's all these things, right? And the relationship between Adonis and Rocky, like, I think they do it so well that it's not super obvious, okay? Because they change enough about it to make it a new story, okay? But Adonis, when interacting with Rocky, it's like very similar feel to him and Mickey, except for the fact, the thing that they change a lot is that Rocky doesn't talk as much shit, okay? He's not as negative of a person as Mickey was to him. There's not a lot of down talk, okay? It's more like building you up rather than kind of breaking you down. And I think it works really well for the film because they're different people. I mean, Adonis Creed is way different than Rocky Balboa. And here's my prediction, okay? After sitting through Creed the other night, it dawned on me, I think I know where they're going with this. And as much as I don't want this to happen, I think they're going to kill Rocky off. I think that Rocky is going to die in Creed 2. And as sad as that makes me, I completely understand it, and I think it's necessary. Because I really think that they plan to make more of these films. I think it's already in the plans, already in the works. Stallone's probably already writing ideas for the scripts for 3 and 4, okay? I think that in the same way that Rocky had to face the Russian alone and go through that grueling, intense training alone for the first time, right? For the first time he had no one at all to help him, okay? Because Apollo was gone, Mickey was gone, and his wife didn't want him to take the fight. And he went to Russia and trained, in this blistering cold and, running in the snow. And it was it was a battle of will, and it was him against him, and he had to face his own demons. And that's what the story was about, and I think that's where they're going to go with this. I think that Creed, at some point, is going to have to train himself. He's going to have to stand on his own 2 feet, and he's going to have to dig deep inside to prepare for this fight. Rocky was sick in the last film. If you remember, Mickey died in Rocky 3. And I don't think they want to get on the path of making it exactly the same as the last series of movies. I don't think they're going to wait until 3. I think that something's going to happen. Rocky's going to pass on in Creed 2. I really do. And I think that in the same way, and this is where they do the throwback, right? Instead of making it exactly the same, they make it a little different. Maybe he still has his girlfriend's support. Maybe not. Maybe it's going to be the same, where Adrian was afraid for Rocky's life. Maybe Adonis's girlfriend is going to feel the same way. Okay, but something's going to happen where he's without Rocky, and he's going to have to train on his own, and that's really what I think is going to happen, and that's what I think is going to make this film a really good one, and a memorable one, because not only is the one character who has been in every single one of these films going to be let go, but also it makes the new movies about Creed, and no longer about Rocky. And I think that's what they have to do in order to make this its own, feel like its own thing. And I'm really, the more I watched Creed, the further I got into it, the more I felt like this is the direction they're going. I really think that Rocky is going to die in Creed 2. Like I said, it makes me sad, but I really think it's necessary. And I think it's necessary to do it early, and so that it becomes a movie about Creed, or a series about Creed, and not about Creed and Rocky Balboa. So, I don't know. I think that I don't think they're going to give that away in the trailers. I hope to God that if they do kill Rocky off, that they don't give it away in the trailers, and that it surprises a lot of people. But I think that that'll make this film relevant, too. So, like, say if this film wasn't that great. Okay, maybe it's not nearly as good. It's hard to top a first in a series, okay? It's really hard to make a sequel to a movie that's as good or better than the first. So already they have that kind of against them. I think to make this a more relevant film, you have Rocky die. It's like a big, huge moment in the franchise, right? Huge moment. And I think that, if nothing else, I mean, that's what people will take away from this movie. That's the one where Rocky dies. You know, that's the one where Adonis stands on his own. And I think that's going to make the film, if that's the way it goes. I could be wrong. But Rocky has to pass it sometime. And I don't think they're going to wait until the 3rd movie in the series. I think they're going to do it in the 2nd. I think they're going to make this a series about Creed, and not a series about Rocky Balboa. So anyway, that's my prediction. Let me know what you think about it. Let me know if you think this is, if this does happen, is it a smart move? Do you think that it's necessary for the franchise? Or do you want to see Rocky in every single one of these films? Personally, I would love to see him in every one of the films, but like I said, I don't think that's going to make for the best film. I don't think that's going to make for the best story. But let's discuss it. Leave me some comments. Like this video if you're excited about the Rocky franchise continuing, and subscribe for more, because this is what I do. I talk about movies, shows, comics, random stuff that's on my mind. That's what I do here. So subscribe for more. I'll see you in the next video.